So, without further ado,
Oh Lord.
without further ado, everybody just stand by. Boom, top
Look
five.
at Joe. Look at Joe.
All right. So look, here's your top five right here, man.
Man, what we doing, man?
It's okay. I understand. Let me say it, and then we're gonna go to Wells first because he's been very
He
patient.
don't
So we
like
get
that Steph Curry. He
so we
don't like
have to
it.
go. We have to go to Wells first. And listen, Joe, since you said that, we're gonna start with that because I'm really about to make Wells upset. Wells, the only reason that LeBron James is over Steph Curry is because I respect LeBron James more than Steph Curry.
No,
That's
I ain't got no problem with that. LeBron should be over Steph.
that's literally it, though.
But never in his life has Steph been better at basketball than LeBron James.
I agree, and you're right. You're right. So just for the people, so I can bring this down because I want to see my brothers here real quick. Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic is top five. Um, I have never considered Nikola Jokic top 10 before this year. That's the honest to God truth. Like, I've watched Nikola Jokic play, and I'm like, oh man, he's very skilled, but there's a lot of guys that are skilled. There are especially a lot of international players that are skilled. Luka Doncic is skilled. Giannis is skilled. Like, there's a lot of guys that are skilled. Jamal Murray's skilled. Nikola Jokic, out of all the guys on this list besides Giannis, is one of the guys that makes his teammates better. It's been a long time since I've seen an offense run through the center. And not like I'm saying AD is playing center tonight. Like, Nikola Jokic is playing center, and all the action is running through him. He's setting up guys on back doors and pick and rolls. You name it. Like, the offense is running through Nikola Jokic. Forget the MVP. Like, that's good enough. But Nikola Jokic is a shot creator, a shot maker. He's really a rebounder. Underrated defender, if you ask me. It may not look like it because his foot speed is horrible, but he's a really smart player. He really is. Number 4 has below average defense, but we all know why Steph Curry is on this list. He's the greatest shooter of all time. Stephen Curry changed the game for better or for worse. Me personally, I think it's for worse because guys that Wells has coached or people that we have watched think that they can do what Steph Curry does, and they just can't. They can't do what he does, man. You can't come across half court and pull up like the way that Steph Curry does. He was blessed with that, and he worked extremely hard at that. That's the other part that I think people miss out on. Wardell Stephen Curry is not an accident. He was overlooked, but he's not an accident. He's changed the game. He has developed his game in a way that lets you know that at any point he can take over. Now, the reason why he's not in top 3 for me is because he doesn't do anything impressive on the other end. We have talked in this group right here between the 4 of us ad nauseum about how Steve Kerr and the Golden State Warriors had to hide Steph Curry on the defensive end, like literally figuring out a way to put him away so he doesn't cost his team the game. But what he does on the offensive end, the way he's revolutionized the game, you have to give that man his respect. At number 3 is the GOAT of his time, of his era, LeBron James. I'm not a LeBron James fan. I know there are guys on this panel that are. I'm not a LeBron James fan, but this is Ray telling you I had to get out of that mode of saying to myself, forget being a fan, appreciate what's in front of you. LeBron James is one of the top basketball IQs that will ever play this game. LeBron James is one of the most impressive physical specimens that will ever play this game. LeBron James is one of the most dominant players that will ever play this game. What he's lacking is the ability to take over games mentally, not physically, because physically, sometimes LeBron James gets the ball and there's nothing you can do about it. It's just because he is LeBron James, he's going to go and get the bucket. He's got championships to prove it, MVPs to prove it. So it doesn't matter if it's a clutch moment. His God-given ability will put him in a position to be successful.
Word.
All right? That's just the long and short of it. I have also decided that I just won't disrespect LeBron James until he proves that, like, his age is keeping him from being all-time legendary in his era. LeBron James is our age. Like, we're on this panel. I'm 36. These guys are 36 and 37. All right? There are some mornings I get up and my knees are hurting and my body's aching, Wells had back surgery. You know what I mean? Joe's had heart surgery. Like we go through it as human beings.
Ain't nothing wrong with that scout at the top now.
Oh no, the guy at the top is just, he's aging gracefully in T. Okay.
That's what happened when you from Kenya.
But I'm trying to tell you, LeBron James out here the same age as us and dominating the game.
God bless the motherland.
I told you before, the injuries I take into account, and LeBron suffered some. Father time is undefeated, so you're starting to see that LeBron's body is starting to break down. But what I do think is next year, you will see LeBron James come back. Nobody has invested more into their body because he understands what that looks like in terms of production and just his overall marketing of LeBron James. I think you'll see him come back and he'll be just as dominant as he always has been because he's got it here. So even if he's lost a step, he'll figure out a way to beat the game. It's the one thing that I respect about LeBron James, just super smart guy on and off the court, just a successful individual. 2-1. Listen, between the four of us, we've had this conversation already. This is really for America. We've had this already. Giannis Antetokounmpo, when the season started, was not in my top 5. Just gonna be honest about it. I don't know if they were. I've never asked y'all, was he in y'all's top 5? I haven't.
He was back-to-back MVP, brother.
I got you. But he was not in my top 5. Will say he was, MVP, defensive player of the year.
He was 2-time back-to-back MVP.
Respect. I'm not taking anything away from that man, but you know how I feel about individual accolades. Like, I'm impressed, which is why he's in the top 5, but it's not one of those things that I'm just like, because you got that means the world to me. I need you to make free throws. I need you to make jump shots, or I'll get into that later. Okay.
Oh, Giannis, he gonna sell it.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, more than anybody on this list, and in my brain, as I talk this out, the guys that impressed me the most this year on my top 15: Trae Young, Joel Embiid, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. For real, like Giannis to me is the epitome of what an NBA superstar, legend, Hall of Famer, whatever you want to call it, should look like. A guy that comes over, works his ass off, like to the point where you're like, I don't even know if this guy understands how great he can be or how great he is now. I've watched Giannis documentaries. I've watched Giannis, master the English language. I've watched Giannis, cultivate himself with the Milwaukee community. And I've watched Giannis say, I don't want to be the guy to hang out with other guys in the summer. I don't want to be the guy to come in here and, go along to get along. Giannis Antetokounmpo did everything the way an old school basketball player would do it. What we consider, our era.
Ray.
Okay.
Ray.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is my guy on this list.
Ray.
So as I put him at number 2,
This is scary.
As I put him at number 2,
scary, Ray.
Understand this. And here's the real hot take. As I put Giannis at number 2 today on August 1st, Giannis Antetokounmpo can go down as one of the top 3 or 5 greatest players ever. 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 Period. All right. Let me tell you what Giannis lacks. All right. And it's amazing to me that he can still be as dominant as he is without it. We've seen the whole, they're counting to 20 while he's shooting free throws. I got that part. I do believe he's going to get over that. Giannis is missing that next level to his game of a jump shot. That's the only thing that's holding him back today. And it's the only reason why he's not number 1. As I move on to number 1, Kevin Durant. And let me tell you why you should understand that my picks are not biased. I don't even like Kevin Durant. I don't like Kevin Durant as a person. I don't like the move Kevin Durant pulled when he left OKC to go to Golden State. Okay. I don't like the way Kevin Durant gets upset when every time somebody takes a shot at him. Kevin Durant, I just put you at number one. Why are you worried about what lesser than people are saying about you? Why do you have burner accounts? You know what I mean? Why do you have all these different things that put you on a level of guys that shouldn't be on a level with you? All right. Kevin Durant is the most lethal player in the game today. Kevin Durant was 2 toes away from putting his team at the next level. When the super team was demolished, he still took it to the next level. When Giannis and KD met up, Giannis went on record as saying Kevin Durant's the best player in the game. Kevin Durant didn't say Giannis was the best player in the game. It was the other way around. When Giannis said, I'm ready to take the challenge and take on KD, KD torched the man. I am not saying that Kevin Durant is a better defender than Giannis Antetokounmpo by any way. But what I'm telling you, in today's game, Kevin Durant coming off an Achilles injury, where most people are thought to say, man, that man's career will never be the same. We saw what it did to Kobe Bryant, an all-time great. He was never the same. Kevin Durant came back, and when the lights were the brightest, carried a bunch of guys like Landry Shamet, Joe Harris, DeAndre Jordan, Blake Griffin.
No, Jordan didn't even play.
Yeah, that's true. I just said it because he's on the roster. And a couple of no-name guys, and took them to that level of, man, we can almost make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. That's what Kevin Durant did. Now, it's not Giannis' fault that Kevin's teammates went down. That's why they're 1-2 in my book. I'm just telling you, this goes beyond the Brooklyn Nets. This goes to when Kevin Durant was with OKC. Shouldn't have left. Shouldn't have left in the first place. When he got with Golden State, he was the best player on the team then with Steph Curry, who I think is the greatest shooter of all time. That's how nice KD is. I hope he doesn't see this and think I'm giving him props, because I'm not. I'm just acknowledging the obvious. Kevin Durant, number one. Giannis Antetokounmpo, number two. And, man, at the end of the day, Giannis has the ability to go to that next level. But now, Wells, you've been patient. And I appreciate you, man. You've been patient. ISO yourself. But if you can, put all 4 of us on the screen, because I would like to see the reaction of these guys when you go. Now go.
I'm just disappointed, America. And I don't think those words have ever left my mouth about this individual.
Right.
But I'm very disappointed in my brother Ray.
Why? Tell the people why.
Junior.
Tell the people why.
Because I hoop with this individual.
Right.
This is not the man I know. This is not the man I met.
It is.
So now I don't know how. You know how, America, you've been in a relationship a long time.
You think you know people.
You known somebody for a long time.
Yeah,
You think you know somebody.
That's fair. That's
now
fair.
I feel like I don't know this individual. This brother was a lockdown defender. 94 feet.
That's true.
He would slap the floor like Wojo did at Duke. Yeah. If you a hooper, you know what I'm talking about. That's what this brother above me used to do. If you were a guard, he was going to pick you up. Step slide was stupid. One of the best step slides I've ever seen. And I've coached as well, America. But now my brother be up here paying lip service to the defensive end of the floor. And I don't know what's happened. I think I don't know if it's marriage. I don't know if it's fatherhood. I don't know what it is, but something has softened my brother's heart to where he only pays lip service to the defensive end of the floor.
It's me watching the tape, brother. Listen, Giannis was in the playoffs shooting full-on air balls.
But with them air balls, let me give you this.
Yes.
With them air balls.
Yes.
Over the last 3 seasons, Giannis Antetokounmpo has averaged more points than Kevin Durant.
I agree.
Even with them air balls.
And remember, he said, "This is a what have you done for me lately, Lee."
I agree.
His list is what have you done for me lately.
I agree.
So with that, so we talking what have you done for me lately? KD ain't led the league in scoring since 2014.
Indeed.
Okay, now he was 32 a game back then. Wet. But you can go back then or you
This is
can
a
go
debate
now.
I like, by the way, America.
KD ain't never, even at 7 feet tall, agile guard skill, he ain't got not one all-defensive team on his resume, and he should not have.
Shout out to Giannis. My favorite play of the playoffs is not anything that he did offensively. It was his anticipation in stopping that alley-oop. That was like my
guy I know.
Yeah.
That's the guy I know. See, that's the guy I know. You know what? I figured with that statement, I just figured it out. My brother was stone cold, like.
I love Giannis, man.
380 hot.
Yeah.
And KD left OKC.
Oh, absolutely.
Because remember, I don't know if y'all remember this conversation. I told y'all it was finna happen. I told y'all Russ and KD relationship wasn't like that for real. Because I had seen Russ came down, KD was butt naked on the wing, and Russ didn't pass it to him. But Russ, Russ gonna be Russ, right?
Yeah, Russ gonna be Russ. Absolutely.
Russ 6'2", 6'3", he don't care.
Absolutely.
He ain't scared of KD.
He thinks he belongs on this top 15. Absolutely.
He don't care nothing about. See that?
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah,
I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
You had to bring that back. The fact that you don't have him in your top 15.
Sorry.
You told me, no, man, them boy cool. That he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So when that boy dipped to Golden State, you were 380 hot. Like America, I don't know if you ever shot a gun.
I still am.
When you shoot a gun, that thing come out hot.
Still am.
Hot. So I think he trying to show y'all America that he being unbiased. This brother could be the next great senator from the state of Mississippi. He could be a governor of the state of Mississippi.
I don't even like politics.
But I know that. But my brother being political right now. That's all I can think of because you love defense.
I do.
And KD is not that guy defensively that he should be. And Giannis giving you the same 30 ball that KD giving you. It's not as sexy as KD 30 ball. But he giving it to you. And he giving you defensive player of the year caliber defense.
I'm with you. Until he played KD.
He wasn't guarding KD.
He took on the challenge. He said it himself. I mean, listen, this is one of those where I don't have to think about it. Okay. I literally watched the press conference where he said, I'm willing to take on the challenge.
You know how many guys you've interviewed. You know how it goes. You know how that goes.
But in this case, you just can't say that. KD's never going to say Giannis is better than me.
Aaron Rodgers said Tom Brady to go. You think Aaron Rodgers think Tom Brady better than him?
No, of course not.
That's what I'm saying.
But you can't say that. Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers don't go head to head.
Okay.
D-boy on the court and the world is watching. And Giannis is stepping in front of KD and KD is pulling up from 17, knocking him down.
All right, post championship.
Okay.
When Giannis said at that press conference, I don't want to put anybody on the spot, but I could have gone to a super team, but I did it the right way. And these memes he just put out, he put out Kobe, put out Dirk, and a couple of more guys. Who you think he throwing shots at? I know he's throwing shots at James Harden, but
he's throwing shots at Kevin Durant, James Harden, and in my opinion, LeBron.
So that's what I'm saying. So whatever he said in that press conference, Giannis BSing in the press conference. The real Giannis is out now that he done won this ship.
Listen, I get that, but I think in the moment it's different when you're in the kitchen. When you're in the kitchen cooking with the next master chef and he putting together the flambe a little bit better than you have to acknowledge that.
They had PJ on KD.
For the most part.
That's why the mama over there say this ain't football.
For the most part, because when they put Giannis on KD, he was cooked.
Okay, what happened when KD got put on Giannis?
I'm with you. I am not by any means crapping on Giannis. If you're asking me who's my favorite player between the two, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
But you ain't got him at 1 though.
Because it's not about who's my favorite. It's about
you ain't got him at 1 though.
It's about okay. And I hate doing this, and I don't want to do this, but I'm just going to do it for the sake of the conversation. If we flip the two and just put them on the other person's team, you mean to tell me you don't think Kevin Durant wins a championship with these guys?
Nope.
Nope.
I saw him with Russell, first ballot Hall of Fame Westbrook, and choked against the Golden State Warriors. So with Chris Middleton, who never made an All-NBA team ever, and Drew Holiday, who was like a one-way guy in the finals, he ain't winning it. He ain't winning it. He choked with Russell Westbrook. He didn't win. He didn't win it with Russ and James Harden.
I'm okay with us having a difference of opinion. But
I gave facts only then now.
But we made the comment, and I forgot how you put it. You said that I believe you said like Kevin Durant, had to go to Golden State, and Giannis decided to get it the honest way, and he didn't nearly put up the same numbers. Well, Kevin Durant went and played with one of the greatest players of all time in Stephen Curry. So that's why his numbers had to drop. They had to drop.
And still almost lost to Houston.
And had to drop.
Because they was switching, and he was letting Chris Paul guard him. Before Chris Paul got hurt, they almost lost that series.
That's a bit much now. That's
facts only.
That's a bit much. This is the same Chris Paul that y'all crushed on other segments.
That's not me.
Go back.
I didn't.
Go back and watch. Go back and watch. Go back and watch. Put it on something. Go back and watch on the YouTube channel, by the way.
That's right.
I didn't crush him.
I'm just saying, in that series, the Houston Rockets were up when they had no business being in that series. When you had 4 Hall of Famers on Golden State versus 2 Hall of Famers in James Harden and Chris Paul. They won.
One self-proclaimed, the other 3 Hall of Famers.
Stop it. Boy, I wish this wasn't a raised take. I would.
No.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
We're grabbing straws, and this is the best part about it, because everything else we have kind of just swept under the rug. But when you talk about the top dog, this is what makes it special. Like for real, this is what makes it special. Giannis Antetokounmpo is everything that I want my superstar player to be. Just say, I suck at free throws. I really don't have a jump shot. You know what I mean? But I figure it out. And the brother did figure it out. So that's why he's here today. That's why I really think the highest of him.
Okay, let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
You ripped Joel Embiid for not being locked in all the time, but you gave Dame a pass for not being locked in at all defensively. Why is that?
Because Dame has this ultimate confidence in himself to say, no matter what, I think I have what it takes to win the game.
But why won't he? But why won't he lock in defensively? Then
I don't think he can. I mean, that's just me now. I don't think has the ability to be an elite defender. It's one thing to say, oh, he has quickness, so you think he can play defense. I know a lot of guys. We got a buddy that has excellent quickness. We have a brother that has excellent quickness in Ray. Been on this show.
Correct.
Can't play a lick of defense.
Because he don't want to.
Because he doesn't want to.
So why we giving Dame a pass for that?
Because I think Dame wants to be great. It's just not in him on that side. But we have to remember now, this is the part why I'm having a paradigm shift. Just Ray Coleman having a paradigm shift. The NBA is not so much built on that no more. I've had to get over that. That's why guys like James Harden can thrive. If it was truly a two-way game, James Harden would not be the elite player that he is.
But the teams that's winning championships are good defensively. Golden State, everybody talk about the threes, but Draymond Green was a defensive player of the year. Andrew Bogut was a first-team all-defender. Klay Thompson has made a second-team all-defender, if I'm not mistaken.
Who's the best player out of all of them?
Hold on. Toronto, when they won their title, they got Kawhi, 2-time defensive player of the year. We know what defensively the Lakers were doing 2020. And then this year, Giannis and Drew Holiday and all them boys. Defense still matter now.
I listen, I'm with you on that. when it comes to a team, defense is vital. I'd never switch up my stance on that. When we're talking about the greats, Steph Curry's a great. He don't play a lick of defense. Kevin Durant's a great. His defense to me is above average. It's not elite, but it's above average. Who's the best player on the Lakers today?
Today is either
Today,
LeBron or AD.
AD is the best player on the Lakers, but who's the better player? LeBron James. It's no hesitation. It's no hesitation.
I'm just hesitating right now because I don't know what I'm finna get out of 37-year-old. But I would say LeBron.
Oh, you know what you about to get. You about to get greatness. LeBron James' mind is too strong
but
mentally. IQ for that.
LeBron, even at 36, 37.
He's a good defender. I agree.
You don't have to hide him like you had to hide Steph and Dame.
But that's what I'm saying.
He's
That's
6'9", 285.
That's how great those guys are, though.
He just came from dinner, y'all. He just put on 2 pounds. Earlier tonight I said 283. But he been out to dinner tonight with Savannah, and he had a little bit too much.
Let's make sure we don't forget about the straw and Joel Embiid.
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
He should be top 5.
Joe said, can we get back to that, please?
Joe,
who would you? Okay, so you will remove Jokic and put Embiid.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Listen, what we have 4 and 5. That's no,
he don't care about
4
defense no
4
more.
and 6. 4 and 6. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about
Joel was 7.
No, he was 6. Right?
He
was 7. Dame was 6.
Dame
so
was 6.
7 and 5.
He don't care about defense. I just told you that, Joe.
So wait a minute. So also I agree with Wells. I think Giannis should be 1. And part of my reason is I feel that even if we looked at championship alone, the Milwaukee championship, I think that trumps the 2 that KD won with Golden State.
I agree with that. I do. I agree with that. Listen, when it comes to just makeup of team, KD and Golden State legitimately has 2 Hall of Famers. I don't know if Giannis has a Hall of Fame on his team. I hope Middleton gets there to be, inducted one day, but he's not a Hall of Famer right now. That's real. That's a valid point. For real. That's a valid point.
That's my own thing. So,
hold on. Who's not a Hall of Famer?
Chris Middleton.
Oh, okay, my bad.
See, that's what happens when you're not.
Okay. I was looking at something. Okay.
T, come on, T.
Okay.
Come on, T.
Now that Embiid in the top 5, I'm good.
See, now that Embiid in the top 5, I'm good. He know what's up.
Just go ahead and find a way to end this because I am quite disappointed in my brother right now. Okay?
I will personally
or T. One of y'all go ahead, man.
I'm gonna close it. I'm personally. This has been a very, very interesting ride for this last probably hour.
You've been asking for it. You've been asking.
Okay,
he has, and that's why he needs it.
And that's why I'm glad that I got it. I'm glad that you're able to explain it as eloquently as you always do.
Well, thank you, T. I appreciate you, man.
I don't like 1 and 2.
Okay.
But I understand where you're coming from. I will say this much. This list, will this list change? Let's just say All-Star break.
Here's my thing, and this is the part where I think we all, not just on this panel, but as basketball fans, have to ask ourselves: how do you look at guys, and what are you judging them on? All right. So for me, if it doesn't change by the All-Star break or by like the end of next season, then shame on you, because you can't expect a guy to be the same guy that he was. LeBron James is not the same guy he was 2 years ago. That's just facts.
Right.
That's just facts, man. So you can't look at it like that. Giannis Antetokounmpo is at the top of the hill because, in y'all's mind, because he won a championship.
No, I had him there before that.
Because he won a championship, and yes,
I had him there before.
Wells
that.
Had him up there.
And yes, he's been dominant. He's been dominant. But what happens when Giannis Antetokounmpo doesn't win the championship next year? and it becomes a LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, AD show again. Does LeBron kick it up to the top? And I'm telling you, if he does, that's okay. I'm just what I'm saying is these things have to change. We have to get used to Trae Young being a top 15 player because that's just the nature of the beast. Guys age and then they phase out. And all of a sudden, you're looking at Trae Young and you're saying, man, where did he come from? He didn't come from anywhere. He's been there. Wells is telling you right now, Luka Doncic is a top 5 player.
He might not be top 5. Okay,
wait a minute.
Hold on. Cause I had you the other boys you threw up. If I'm gonna stick with my two-way guy premise, okay, you're right, but he definitely top 10 now.
Okay,
he undoubtedly.
Who? Okay, who are you taking off the 10? Who you moving, Wells?
For to make room for Luka?
In Ray's list, to make room for Luka, who you moving?
Do I need to help you out by bringing up the list again just to kind of give folks at home some perspective? Let me share the screen real quick.
I'm gonna say the first 5 ain't moving, so I'm gonna give him.
I take Luka over Trae for size only.
Well, no, but he's in the 15. He's in the 11.
I'm just going down.
Here's 15 through 11 again. Okay. All right, just to kind of warm people up again. So here we go with that.
I take Luka over both of them.
Okay. Wells is saying he'll take Luka over Trae Young and Donovan Mitchell. All right.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm just leaving them where they at. I'm telling you to park somebody else from from 6 through 10 in that slot. Here we
go.
And then I ain't got no problem with that.
All right. Let's bring it back up for America, guys. Let's bring it back up for America.
The
10
man
through 6.
In the West cutting up.
There we go.
T.
Here's the one right here. Here's the one right here because again, I think what you guys are saying, and I agree. When you get into the top 10 of the NBA, all these guys are elite. Every last one of these guys that we mentioned in the top 10 can go anywhere in the league and be the best player. Will we all agree on that?
I don't disagree with that.
So you truly are grabbing at straws.
I know who I'm moving.
You probably gonna have to yank.
I know who I'm moving.
You probably gonna have to yank Dame up out of there.
Nope.
You're gonna yank him out and put him where? In the top 5?
No.
You're gonna put him in the top 15?
You're gonna put him 11 to 15. I'm taking Kawhi Leonard out.
So you don't care nothing about defense no more either, huh?
Nope. I care about a guy that's gonna show up to work. I care about a guy that's gonna show up to work.
Joe, you're sniggling and giggling.
So why you ain't taking AD out then?
Top 10.
So why
I'm just trying not to be disrespectful. Why
you not taking AD
Look at me.
out?
I'm caring about your mental health.
I love where this segment is going, by the way.
That's shot. My mental health is shot.
I'm caring about your mental health.
It's shot. That's done.
I love where this segment is going.
Don't even worry about that. It's shot.
Kawhi gone.
Why you not taking AD on the same? He don't come to work either.
Kawhi don't come to work. AD been staying broke. He been broke up. He been broke up since the beginning.
This is what good conversation looks like when it comes to top 10.
Kawhi it on the Spurs.
Yeah.
You know he did.
It's the reason why he went to Toronto in the first place, right, T?
He ran away. He ran away from responsibility.
A T-shirt saying "I'm gone," basically from New Orleans.
That was statement tees, though. So
no, I wish it was.
I wish it was too.
Where it makes it
That's right.
But that boy wore a T-shirt announcing he was gone from the Pelicans. Go out there with LeBron. Okay, that boy had a chance to play with arguably the second greatest player of all time, and that's how he got his ship. You give Luka LeBron. Give Luka LeBron.
By the way,
let's see what happened.
I thought AD was top 5 when the season started. Just to give folks at home perspective of what that looks like. That's how much belief I have in his God-given ability when he wakes up in the morning.
AD two-way talent is amazing.
When it's working.
But it's a certain milk ain't right.
Luka should be in the top 15.
Well, he's in the top 15. You saying the top 10.
No. I'm just
you know what he's doing over there. He gonna eat his word.
Joe.
No.
That's what I'm talking about,
because
Joe.
He one of these witnesses. He one of these witnesses over here that's gonna defend.
I'm thinking I'm correcting him. He said, "No, I knew what I said. Top 15."
He gonna be defending that Braun.
Wells. Wells, who are you kicking out of the top 10 for Luka? Did you see that top 10?
He said
why?
He said Dame.
His
Luka
numbers
don't
better
play
than neither
defense.
one of them defensive like that. And his
The numbers versus like on the floor.
I watch him. I watch Luka on the floor.
I
Luka
know.
controls the
Well,
game by himself.
Not 6'1", 6'2". You. If you're in the league and you're like 6'5",
6'8".
I got you. You're 6'5". You're 6'5". Let's say Adam Wells is 6'5". First letter 6'5".
Why these boys that gave me 6'1" to 6'2"? First of all, I'm 6 feet tall.
Don't worry about that. Let us do us.
Gave me all this.
If you're 6'5" and you're in the league, would you rather have to guard Luka Doncic or Damian Lillard?
I'd rather guard Dame. Luka big as I don't know what. I'm a big dude.
He's not taking you to the post. Why are you afraid of his size?
He just might. That's a big
Why? He never does that. He would never do that to you because he never does that.
I've seen that boy do some stuff like that. I've seen that boy get down low. He come up that high screen roll. He go down like you like I'm there with him, and then he give you that little shoulder, and then you go, and he just lay it up. He just told Pat Beverly he too little to guard me.
That's Pat Beverly, man.
Pat Beverly is that's what he get paid to do is play defense.
Oh, man.
To antagonize.
To antagonize.
I love Dame more than Luka.
No. Don't you take my stuff. That's what I say.
No, I do.
You hear that? You hear that, don't you?
I love that. That's some stuff I would have done.
Oh my gosh!
I gotta give it to Luka.
I don't like this.
Y'all see what Luka be doing?
Now I'm taking your line. Normally you say you don't know. I don't like this.
What are y'all watching?
Look, Trey better than Luka.
Come on, Joe.
If you put Luka in the Eastern Conference on the Hawks, he ain't doing that.
Joe, I knew you were sitting over there with all that wisdom in your head, and you were just holding on to it for the right opportunity. Go ahead, Joe.
Like literally.
The disrespect. This is this pro-American stuff. This is this anti-European ethos right now.
Watch this, America.
This is
America.
Nationalistic. This is being very jingoistic. That's what y'all doing right now.
Watch this, America. If the best players in the world really took part in the Olympics, America wouldn't stand a chance. That's the reality. Because the reality of it is the best players in the NBA are not from America anymore. You just heard Wells say Giannis is better than KD. I'm telling you, Nikola Jokic is a top 5 player. You just heard Wells say Luka Doncic. Okay,
we did a segment on this. I did.
I know. I'm just rehashing. Joel Embiid. These are the guys that we're talking about. So it's not about that. All it is when it comes time for winning, Luka Doncic just shows he's not winning time. Who's winning time?
No, we talking. This is the individual ranking.
Because
if we talking winning time, Dame ain't got nothing on his resume.
Okay.
If we talking winning time, KD ain't got nothing on his resume.
This is another.
But Dame has been to the Western Conference Final.
He has. He's been to the Western Conference Final. He has sent OKC home one of the most memorable shots ever.
We hanging banners for that now?
He sent OKC home one of the most memorable shots ever.
If that's the case, Jokic and Jamal Murray went to the Western Conference Final.
Hold on.
What we doing?
I'm saying that. I'm saying that because Luka has not got out the first round yet.
You gonna give him Nikola Jokic, give him Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and Draymond Green. Give him all these guys. Put him in the East.
Okay, fair point. But I'm gonna tell you this: if you look at Luka's game, Luka can't play with those guys because he wants the ball in his hands. Look, Luka assists.
We love Luka Wells. He's fantastic.
Trae Young usage rating ain't stupid. Trae Young rating is the same as Luka's.
No. Listen to me though. Luka's assists come from I couldn't score the ball. Trae actually is like they're designing plays for an assist.
You know who that sound like? That sound like Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Michael Jordan assist came from Kobe Bryant assist came from I couldn't score the ball.
Are you putting Luka in the same sentence as
I about to say that. Let's not bring Michael Kobe into any conversation with these guys.
He doesn't play defense. No.
Don't do that.
No,
you can do anything you want to do. You're not gonna do that.
Prime Jordan was the best offensively and defensively. So no,
Agreed.
I'm not doing that.
Luka plays
but
zero.
Y'all just said y'all don't care about defense.
What I'm telling you is on this list, the two guys that play zero defense is Trae Young and Luka. Can we agree on that? On this list,
and Dame.
He played 10 defense compared to these guys. Come on now.
No. Can't give him that.
Right, true, and Steph. That's also true.
Steph at least led the league in steals. I can give Steph that.
I think Luka Doncic is phenomenal.
I think Luka is where he should be.
This is disrespectful. Oh my God.
He's great. We just saw what he did in the Olympics. He scored some of the most, not some.
He playing with Bojan Sullivan in the Olympics and he going getting 50. America, y'all don't know who Bojan Sullivan is.
Hey man, Bojan Sullivan, I love you, by the way. Stop it, Wells.
What?
Stop it.
I'm talking about one of my high school teammates, America.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
All right.
I'm talking about in the Olympics. I said in the Olympics.
Okay. All right.
Let me close this out. First of all, let me just say this real quick. They called Tim Hardaway Jr. a sharpshooter, and that is totally not true.
I like the way how this is not on me anymore.
Okay. Also, I agree with them. Luka does set up a lot of assists when his ass is in trouble. When he's in trouble, he gives it up. Okay.
Hey, man.
Now, I will say this much. This was a great segment. This is a segment that the people needed.
Absolutely.
I hope there are like 600 comments under this segment.
And listen, seriously. Will said this all the time, America. We want y'all's feedback, but seriously, take the time to give us your top 15. Give us your top 10 because we can figure it out from there. We really can. We can figure it out from there. I think some of this is preference, but I also think that, man, when you talk the top 10 players in the NBA, they're all game changers. That's what's special about them. They're all game changers. It's the people that the NBA fears the most. It's just who would you rather have in a situation? I'm thankful we got a chance to do this segment. We've been holding on to it for a while. We've talked about it in the group text. Y'all are just getting a chance to see what the brothers group text looks like when we texting each other at midnight about who's better, man. So
y'all see the America the D-boy be running my blood pressure up. Y'all chime in and y'all tell us what y'all think. Who y'all got as y'all top NBA top 15 NBA players post season? Put it on something.
My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.